What's up, people of the internet, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, he and she's and he, she's and dogs and cats and other people alike? Hi, how are you? How's it going? And I'd like to welcome you to the first episode of Topic Tuesdays. This is a series I'm going to do every single Tuesday. I'm going to play League or another game, more than likely League, and play the game and talk about one topic the entire time until the game ends. So if that means it's a 20-minute game because they surrender at 20, or if it's a 40-minute game or an hour-long game, I'm going to talk about that topic the entire time. There might be a little bit of rambling, there might be a little bit of ranting, but trust me, I think it'll be very fun. I actually just tried to record this, same game, same player. I was playing Ziggs and my recording didn't work, so got to do it all over again. But our topic for Topic Tuesday today is going to be college, and it was actually requested by one of my good buddies, Joker Bro, who was in a previous video. He said talk about college, specifically college food and things like that, but we're going to talk about the whole college experience altogether, because I feel like it's a very big topic nowadays. College itself, and I think most of the people that, when it comes to my viewers, are going to be about that college age, about to go into college and things like that, and I can relate to it because I'm in college, and so it's really easy for me to talk about when it comes to these things. So I'm going to start off with talking about college in general, and the reason why people go to college. The reason why people go to college is get a college education, get that college degree, make it so that you can make some money in the world. Because straight up nowadays, without a college degree, you are not going to make any money. You're just not. Nobody makes really great money or even decent money without a college education. It's just a fact of life. And even though I wish it was different and I didn't have to go to college every single day, it's how you get somewhere in life nowadays. It's just how it is. And we all have to deal with it. We all have, and I want to talk about the pressure that puts on people. Is you're this dude, and you're like, man, I have to go to college because my parents say I can't do anything in my life without a college education. And your parents are correct, sir. And or madam. It's true. You can't. So you might as well go to college, get it done with, and enjoy your time there. It's worth your time to make decent money, to make sure that you have a good quality of life and things like that. And in these days and times, you have to do it by having a college education, by going to college, doing what you can to be in college. It's college, college, college. Feel the pressure now. I mean, if you thought your parents were bad, let me tell you, like, straight up, it's important to go to college. It'll help you so much in life, and I'm just gonna say right now, I'm probably not the greatest advocate of college. Let's get serious here. I probably shouldn't be the guy telling you to go to college. You need to find it in yourself to tell yourself to go to college. Nobody's going to hold your hand when it comes to college to say, hey, you got to go to college, here, take my hand. Nobody's going to do that in college. Nobody does that in the real world when it comes to getting a job or anything like that. So you have to do it all on your own. And that's what college teaches you, is to do things on your own, because nobody's going to help you. And it's true. It's a big thing, and it's a big deal. So go to college, please. Get yourself a good job and a good quality of life and things like that. And do it. Just do it. Just do it. It'll help you out so much. I go to a community college. I'm trying to get all my basics done before I move on and get a degree. It's a cheaper college, but it is definitely better for me, because I like the atmosphere a little bit better. People know why they're there. Mom and daddy aren't paying for things, and it's just a good vibe. It's just nice. It's just nice. I like the place, but the people that I am around are like 3 times my age. That's an exaggeration. 2 times my age. I'm really in classes with 40-year-olds for the most part. I mean, there is kids my age, and the majority is. But all the classes that I like I'm taking 2 business classes. The majority of that class is 30 and 40-year-old people who don't know anything else but the jobs that they had before a college degree was important or a necessity. And so they're going back to college to further their education so that they feel like they're useful in the world and that they can further themselves to making more money, to doing something new and things like that. And you have to do that in the business world nowadays. The business world will look at somebody with a college degree versus somebody with a high school degree, and they will more than likely go with the person with a college degree, even if the high school person has experience in the field. They don't care. They want that high school degree. They want to see that you put in the commitment of 4 years to get that high school degree and that you actually care enough about yourself and your life to do those things. So they will pick the person with the college degree over a high school degree every time. Almost every time. And that's just how the world works. It sucks because I know I sit here and I don't have a college degree, and I wish I did. But I don't. I wish I had a college degree, but I don't. And I have good experience in human skills and teaching people. I've taught a lot. I've dealt with kids in numerous situations, but nobody's gonna let me be a teacher without a college degree. Even though I think I'm better than some teachers when it comes to teaching. Trust me, I've had a couple of teachers that aren't very good at teaching. So, when I say that I'm probably better, I'm not saying that I am, but I feel like I am, and that matters to me at least. But not people in the business world. They want somebody with that college degree that can say, nah, I am better than this person without a college degree who only has a high school education. And they want that. And they'll do anything to have it. I mean, it's crazy to think that that's the world that we kind of live in now. Like, if our grandparents lived in this world where a college degree was that important, trust me, a lot of my grandparents wouldn't have made it. A lot of my grandparents wouldn't have made it. And nowadays, it is a necessity of life. If you don't have a college degree, it's really hard to get recognized by anybody. And in the business world, it's a necessity. When you hand somebody your resume, if it doesn't say college degree on there, they're almost going to throw it in the trash. Especially when you're applying for big things. Now, if you're just applying for McDonald's or anything like that, nah, they're not going to care. But if you're applying for, like, a CEO position or a coordinator position, director position at a place, managerial, and they're going to want something like that. They're not going to want somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, who doesn't have a college degree. It's just one of those things. And it's going to be, man, it'll be hard to get one of those positions without a college degree. And that's why people go to college, so that they can have a nice job and do the things that they want in life. Me particularly, I want to be a teacher when I grow up, just in case you were wondering. I wish to be a teacher of the highest caliber. And I think I can do that in this world. I think I can do it. I'm doing it this way. I'm going to be a major in speech. I love speaking. I love teaching people how to speak and debate. It's what I really enjoy when it comes to what I do. And I love kids. I love everything about kids. And I feel like you can teach somebody so much just by teaching them how to speak. So, I want to be a speech teacher. And so I'm going to major in speech instead, because in the place that I live, which is the state of Texas, you don't actually have to have a degree in education or any form of education. You don't even have to minor in education. You just have to be able to pass the educational standard test. I forget exactly what it's called, but that's the only thing you have to pass to be able to teach, and you just have to pass it in the subject that you want to teach. Since I want to teach speech, I just have to pass the speech test. And can't be that hard. Coaches do it, right? Not saying coaches are bad teachers. There's a lot of coaches who teach history and speech that probably shouldn't be teaching history and speech. And just one of those things. So it's not trying to narc on anybody here, but for sure, it should be the easier side of what should and shouldn't be allowed, I guess you could say. But that's all you have to do in the state of Texas to teach, is to just pass the test in the subject that you want to teach. So anybody can really do it. And to be a college professor, you don't even have to, you just have to major in something of that caliber. And I think you have to have a master's. I'm not sure. You might not actually have to have a master's. You might just have to have like a doctorate or something like that. I don't know. But you just have to teach to a college level. I actually want to teach at a high school level. I like kids and teenagers a little bit more than I do older people. But that's because I'm probably at that age where I would like those people a little bit more, being the age of 20. So just one of those things that I probably like those people a little bit more, and I kind of relate to them more than people in college. I mean, I relate to people in college right now, but so it's hard to say, but that's what I want to do with my life. So I have to get a college degree. It'll be the most important thing I do, is to get a college degree. And it'll carry me through life. It's crazy to think that a piece of paper, it like matters in the world. Like, it's crazy to think that one piece of paper is the difference between making money and being poor. It's crazy to think that that's what it does, but I guess that's what a dollar is too, right? I mean, if you don't have that dollar, that piece of nylon paper, I think it's made out of nylon, that piece of green paper, you don't have any of those, you broke as hell. It's pretty crazy to think that, but that's exactly how the world works. Pieces of paper run this country. Pieces of paper run this country. Wow. Me even saying that right now is a pretty big realization. And while we're talking about money and stuff, let's talk about the financial side of college. College can be mother effing expensive. Straight up, it can be very expensive. I go to a community college, and I only pay $1,400 a semester, which isn't bad by any means, especially when I'm just getting my basics done and things like that. But when it comes to universities and private universities and schools like that, oh my God, you want to pay some money to go places. Man, you'll be paying out the wazoo to just even think about going to that place. It's ridiculous to think that it's not. It's crazy. Like the amount of money that people pay to go to school, and tuition costs go up every year. So it doesn't get any cheaper. It never gets cheaper. It never gets cheaper. It just gets more expensive. And that baffles me. It's ridiculous how expensive things can get. I have a buddy who goes to a private university, and he pays, gosh, between books, housing, and tuition, probably about $28,000 a year just towards college. Just towards getting that education. And man, that's a lot better than me paying $1,400 a semester and then paying maybe like $300, $400 in books. And it's crazy the financial assistance that he gets and things like that. Between scholarships and grants and things like that, he gets a lot of help. Which is good because he really wants to go to that school and things like that. But man, I don't even know if it would be worth at that point in time. If I'm spending that much money and I still have, I don't know, 4 years there, or if I had 4 years there, and I'm paying, let's say I'm paying 28 a year times 4, it's what? Over $100,000 there, right? 25 times 4 is 100. 4 times 3, what? 112,000 a year? Those expenses alone? Like, come on! That's ridiculous how much somebody would pay. And to just get a sheet of paper that allows you to maybe make some more money in your life. I mean, it's not easy. After getting out of college, it's not easy getting a job. And trust me, everybody in the world will tell you that it's not easy to get a job afterwards. It's not. It's not. After you get that sheet of paper, it's not over. Like, it's not. It's nowhere near over. It's hard to find a place that will actually take you and actually that you make money with them. And it's a real world experience. You get to college and you realize that the world isn't this nice fluffy place anymore. And you probably realized that in high school a little bit, but you for sure learned it in college, which, oh man, was a reality check to me. Trust me, I thought college was going to be exactly like high school, and it's just not. It's just not like high school at all. People are different. People act differently. Professors are different, and it's a whole new ball game. It is a whole new ball game. And to think that it's just as easy as high school, no. And high school wasn't easy. I mean, yeah, the grades are pretty easy and things like that. I'll say that for sure. Grades weren't too hard. But dealing with the same douchebag every day, or, you know, that bully that you had in high school and things like that, that sucked. But at least you had a teacher to go to at the end of the day to be like, oh, this guy's bullying me, and somebody would deal with it. Man, when it comes to college and the real world, nobody cares. They're like, deal with it yourself. You're a grown-up, aren't you? And you're like, yeah, I guess I can deal with it by myself. Will you help me? No. Darn it. Would you please help me? What if I ask nicely again? Like, pretty please with sugar on top? Like, pretty please? Like, can you just tell him to stop for a little bit? He's being really rude. And there's different types of people that you'll meet in college, if you're not in college already. There's the guy who sleeps in class. There's the guy who doesn't show up in class. There's the guy who doesn't do any projects when it comes to class. There's so many different people that you will meet that it is ridiculous when it comes to just people in general. And they all suck. And it's ridiculous. The people are the thing that make college a little bit harder, I think. And it depends on who you surround yourself around. You need to, when you get into college, find somebody. If you don't go with a friend and you're going by yourself, find somebody you relate to quickly. Find a buddy at fish camp or something like that, because college is hard without a buddy. There needs to be a buddy system in college. And your roommates aren't always going to be your buddies. Sometimes you won't even talk to your roommate. It's pretty crazy out there. And so you really do need a buddy system. Buddy system. Like when you go out on Saturday nights and you have that buddy, you need that buddy always on Saturday nights. And I mean, you need him every day. So it's you got to have that person. It's a necessity when it comes to college. And just the main thing I can say is when you find those people, try to surround yourself around people that are the opposite of them. Because the people who are the opposite of the people that you like are going to be the people that you hated in high school and the people that you hate now. And you don't want any of those. You don't want any of those people in your life. It's college. You have to start making decisions on your own. And that means picking your friends. And you know, the saying goes, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Well, you need to get to the point where you and your friend are so close that you are going to be picking his nose. Because you are just going to want to have that. Somebody picking your nose and having your side. And it's crazy. How many people there are in the world. You get into a college setting and you're like, there's 7 billion people in the world, and I bet you none of them are as douchey as this guy. And then some other guy in your next class proves you wrong. And there's so many different personalities. It's amazing to think about all the people that you might know, and at the same time, it's like, why am I here with all these people? I could be somewhere else, and I'm not. So it's an experience. Is college bad? No. If this is scaring you and you're like right before, like you're a high school student about to go into college, and you're like, man, why is this guy scaring me about going to college? Well, I'm not trying to, trust me. I'm really not trying to. I'm doing my best to not scare you in any way, shape, or form. I'm trying to do what I can to make sure that it isn't scary, so that when you go to college, you know some of these tips and tricks so that you can survive your first year in college. Maybe you decide your first year in college, find an upperclassman, make him give you all the tips you can, and make really good friends with him. Like, the more upperclassmen you know, the easier your life will be. I have a couple of older classmen that really help me out and are like, oh, this teacher's good, this teacher's not good. Use websites. There's this website called rateyourteacher.com or .org. So when you go to that website, you pick your college, you pick your site, and you pick that teacher's name, and you learn about that teacher and how easy they are, how strict they are, what kind of assignments they do. And trust me, it helps in picking your professors, because you don't want to go in there not knowing anything about your professor. I mean, sure, it might not be that bad, and you might get a bad impression of them, but it's nice to know something. It really is. It's nice to know something, especially if you're skeptical about taking a class or skeptical about, you know, what kind of environment it's going to be or what your teacher's going to be like. Definitely, for sure, use that website. It's amazing. It'll help you out when picking classes and things like that, along with when just trying to figure out what you want to do with your life. And don't think of college as, oh, I have to know what I'm going to do with my life. Don't think that way. There's many colleges that will let you be undecided as a major for a very long time. A very long time. I think up to like 2 years even. You don't even have to pick what you want to be when you grow up. And that's fine with me, because I wasn't so sure. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer and a philosophy major. But turns out I don't. And I actually want to do something that will make me some money in my life. And so I am avoiding all those things. It's pretty ridiculous. But you can, for sure, not pick anything for a long time. Don't. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Take a couple classes that you're not too sure of. Take a cooking class. Take a business class. If you're unsure what you want to do those things and do something you want to do with your life. Because the one thing that I've learned, especially when looking for jobs nowadays and doing things I want to do something that you enjoy. Do something that you're okay with going to work for every day, and do something that you'll have a good time doing for the rest of your life. Because that's what a college degree means nowadays. This will be the job that you do for the rest of your life. It might be for a different company. It might be slightly different in a way, but other than that, you're doing the same thing. You're doing the same exact thing every single time. And it's going to be that way. So enjoy what you do. Really enjoy what you do. I'm going to get onto the topic now of college food, because that's what Josh, I think, really wanted me to talk about. Because me and him love food, like every person should in the world. And college food can be... Oh, well, I guess not. My team surrendered. I'll go ahead and I'll make a second part to this college, and we'll do it next Topic Tuesday. But if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like below. If you didn't, go ahead and leave a dislike below in the comment section below. Let's have a talk about this topic. I would love to, or you could email me, and I would love to have a conversation about this. I'll make sure next Topic Tuesday we do college again, because we still need to kind of go over college food and classes and buying your own shit and things like that. There's a lot more that I could talk about, and we're going to. So, like I said, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Like the video, share the video, comment, do whatever you wish with it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye!